Kariusz. When was your first flight to Poland and by which airlines?
I think it was actually in 2003 when we worked on the idea of Wizz Air that I first took a flight to Poland, and it was to Krakow by Malev Hungarian Airlines.
Okay, and do you think Polish are attached to tradition?
I think it's very important for Polish people to feel at home, to feel that they are somehow attached to Poland, and this is why we pay a special attention to always show our commitment to the Polish market, to the Polish people. We work on this market, we don't take things for granted, and I think it pays off. We employ local people, our people speak Polish on board. I myself learned Polish, so I think it is very important for Polish people to feel this Polish relation.
Okay, you know, LOT is one of the 3 world oldest airlines, so why do the Polish people now choose Wizz Air?
Because I think that what's more important for people in today's life is how convenient the travel is, how affordable this is, how reliable this is, and I think on all of these parameters Wizz Air is really beating the competitors. I think now with Wizz Air you can really fly cheap, which you cannot tell about other airlines. You fly to new destinations from, for example, Katowice. I mean, this was an airport that was served by 2 airlines before Wizz Air came, and for really high prices, and most of the flights were via Warsaw or via other German destinations. Now you can fly directly to Athens, to Barcelona, to Stockholm, to many other places, and this is very convenient for people. Plus, it's very cheap. We fly a very reliable aircraft. We fly Airbus A320, which is really one of the best narrow-body aircrafts nowadays. So I think this all counts for people. So now they choose the best on the market.
Okay, let's pretend for a moment that you're not working for cheap airlines called Wizz. Imagine that you're a prosperous businesswoman who have to make a business flight from Warsaw to London. Which airline would you choose? Honestly, Wizz Air or British Airways?
Well, it would depend where am I going to London, which part of London am I going. It would depend when is the flight, and it would depend on the price, because I'm definitely a very cost-sensible businesswoman, believe me. And so for me, on a short-haul flight, it really matters how much I pay for my ticket. And if you look at Wizz Air, we have leather seats on board, we have excellent crew. I don't need to pay for extras like meal if I don't have to, if I don't want to, and I only pay for the services that I really take on board. So I would look at all these factors, time, money, where am I going, and then choose the best. I think I would definitely choose Wizz Air.
Okay, many times at Wizz Air you had advertising false starts. You were promoting and selling tickets for the connections that have never become reality. Is it a characteristic feature for cheap airlines?
Well, I would disagree with you. First of all, we are not selling flights that we don't fly. What we talk about here, I think what you wanted to tell me is that at the very beginning we had some try to start up some destination that didn't work.
There was a flight from Katowice to Munich. You were selling tickets, and later on you had to cancel all the tickets you sold.
First of all, this is only because of the fact that at the starting airline, you know, we had to learn our lessons. We did. We don't do that anymore. At the startup times, we definitely had some destination that we thought would work and that didn't work out. Now, we canceled them because of this fact that we could not get the passengers to board that flight, so we actually canceled because of due of interest, and because we thought that there are other possibilities, greater possibilities than that. Now, all the passengers were obviously, who have already booked those, few who already booked the flight, were recompensated by several ways. They could they got a free rebook to other flights, or they have 120% of credit of the same amount they pay to the next flight, so 120%. Or they got a full refund of the ticket. So I wouldn't say that it is a characteristic. It is not done. So commercial cancellation is not done on an everyday basis. At Wizz Air, we don't do that. Now, you remember the times of 2004, beginning of 2004, when we were stepping out of the market. But this is definitely not something that you would expect from Wizz Air. I think if we look at the airline now, you see that we start more destinations, we start more routes, we increase the number of passengers, and again, close to 1 million passengers only from Katowice would give you an indication how successful the airline is in this respect.
Okay, let's tune in Moving quickly to the marketing, what's the story behind the Wizz brand? Whose idea was to call this airline Wizz, and is it because the plane makes Wizz during the start?
It's not that simple, actually. We have worked, when we started to work on the idea in 2003, we have selected a UK-based brand agency, so we were very serious about the branding. We thought that we cannot just start and see what happens. We knew that we need to attach people emotionally to the brand and not only to the product itself. So we actually hired a UK-based branding company, and we had like 140 names with a lot of different color ideas, and we have shortlisted this idea into 7, and then with those 7 names we made focus group researches. We have made focus group research regarding the name, the colors, regarding the two together, and Wizz actually was the winning choice because first of all we wanted the name to be really outstanding. We didn't want this to mean any particular thing, either in Polish, Hungarian or English. We wanted it to sound international, be attractive and be memorable for the people. So this is how then Wizz stayed, and the colors came with it, that we wanted it to be memorable and outstanding, and we thought that with all this blue and green and sometimes yellow in the sky we need something different. So magenta and purple was not a very common thing at that time in the sky. It still not is. So Wizz Air aircraft is recognizable wherever it is, and people take pictures. So this is how we stayed with the idea. And Wizz actually just sounds like a very dynamic, very young and this type of thing, and very outstanding and also memorable, easy to remember.
And this TV advertisement with this cutting nail, I don't think that a traditional airline would decide on such campaign. It's a very new wave campaign.
It is. It again comes with in line with the strategy of Wizz being outstanding in whatever we do. We're outstanding on the Polish market in offering low fares. We're outstanding in terms of branding because we do pay attention. We're outstanding in terms of destinations that we fly to. And again, the way we advertise it ourselves, I think we should be outstanding as well. And the whole idea of visiting people that you don't like, now with the affordability of Wizz Air, I think I think it's funny, and I think people remember it.
Okay, so what else makes Wizz more visible on the market than your competitors? Because there are many cheap airlines now on the market. And what are your plans for development of Wizz brand in the future?
I think if we talk about the business itself, I think that the winner airline on the market will be that of the one that has the lowest cost, the lowest unit cost. I think that Poland has not been a success story for all the low-cost airlines entering or low-fare airlines entering on the market. I think that we've been working very hard on the market. We've been very committed. Again, if you look at the passenger numbers of Wizz Air, we've been growing them day by day. We've been growing the number of airports in Poland that we've been flying from, and I think this is one of the key success factors of Wizz Air, the commitment to the Polish market. Unit cost, it's above all, this is the one that matters the most. I mean, the prices are dictated by the market. If the people are not ready to pay, I don't know, 500 zlotys or 1,000 zlotys for a flight, they will not. So it's not the airline who determines the price. The airline has to care about how low it can take the cost down. So I think the commitment, the low unit cost, and also the attention to the brand and the attention to the fact that we are actually the largest low-cost carrier in Poland, and the largest part of our business comes from Poland. I think this will determine our success on the market.
The last question now. Should cheap airlines be considered as airlines for beginners who just want to fly cheaply?
Oh yes, we want all the beginners to fly Wizz Air. We want everybody who has the consideration to fly with Wizz Air. I think, as we state, we are an airline for everybody because we are cheap. So people who didn't consider so far to fly with low-cost airlines, if they want to fly, they can take Wizz Air because it's affordable now. People who couldn't fly directly to the destination now can fly with Wizz Air because we are offering more than 10 destinations from Katowice, let's say, and approximately 15 from Poland itself. I think that those people who want to travel for fun should take Wizz Air, because I think we're very young at heart, very spirited airline. I think we offer quite a good product for business people, because we fly brand new equipment, we fly leather seats on board, we have very, very nice crew, very customer-oriented crew, very professional pilots on board. So I do encourage everybody who never flown, or on the contrary, who flies all the time, to take Wizz Air.
Okay.
Thank you.